today, it was reported by a number of different media publications that former Blink-182 member Tom DeLonge's company, To the Stars Academy, was a whopping $37 million in debt. To the Stars Academy has been somewhat of a leader at this point in UFO research and unexplained aerial phenomenon out there. They even hired the man who led the government's effort to research UFOs after he retired from his post. Since then, the organization has released videos that they've gotten from the government that allegedly show UFOs and different military vehicles interacting with them. While it's not direct evidence of visitors from another planet, it is certainly compelling information that would warrant further research by anybody who's taken a look at it. Anyways, you can bet that anything dealing with outer space is going to be an extremely costly endeavor, and that's why people didn't seem to think twice when a new article from Ars Technica shared a story about DeLonge's company, To the Star Academy, which says that they were a whopping $37.4 million in debt. For a small organization, that is just a mountain of debt that you wouldn't be able to climb out of. The problem is that DeLonge says that is entirely not true, and that the author of the article failed to comprehend what they were actually reading, failed to contact him, failed to ask for clarification, and the whole thing was just blatantly untrue. Rather than this actually being debt, he says that the approximate $37 million stockholders deficit is not debt, as he characterized it, but attributable to stock-based compensation expense. DeLonge called out Ars Technica for their story, and they ended up actually changing it to, quote, reflect a more accurate picture of the company's finances, which seems to indicate that they believe that their picture was actually inaccurate to begin with. So here's what Tom said in his Instagram post about the $37 million debt. He says, blatant lie. Apparently this writer can't read. By the way, To the Stars Academy never even raised $37 million. So how the hell did we spend it? Lord, I ask all of you that believe in To the Stars Academy mission to go write a complaint on their website right now for trying to hurt an admirable effort to help humanity by using negative attacks and lies. This is the letter, he says, which reads somewhat like a cease and desist letter from them. It says, Dear Ars Technica, I am writing you regarding the article posted to Ars Technica this morning titled All the Dumb Things Blink-182's Frontman's UFO Project 37 million in debt by Eric Berger. We were surprised that you would allow Mr. Berger to post such an article without asking either Mr. DeLonge or To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science for comment. This article is highly misleading and grossly mischaracterizes statements in an SEC filing. Had Mr. Berger bothered to reach out to us for comment, this would have been prevented. Mr. Berger apparently did not even read the filing in its entirety and clearly did not understand the excerpt of the SEC filing. He quotes, the approximate $37 million stockholders deficit is not debt, as he characterized it, but attributable to stock-based compensation expense. It is not related to operational results of the company. The consolidated balance sheets of To the Stars Academy and Science in the SEC filing, quoted by your author, clearly shows the approximately $37 million deficit is attributed to stockholders' equity. The filing goes on to explain the mechanism for calculating stock-based compensation and filing the various grants of stock options by the company. Mr. Berger's characterization of this as debt implies that it stems from traditional borrowings. Had Mr. Berger bothered to email us or call us, we would have directed him towards these portions of the SEC filing and walked him through it. For Mr. Berger to make these conclusions as he did on incomplete research and his own interpretations without contacting Mr. DeLonge or the company is inexcusable. We request that you print this letter in full within the article as our statement. So for those of you who have followed the work he has done on UFO research, it would appear that this company is doing well. There are indeed not this mountain of massive $37 million worth of debt as that article stated. They did amend their article to accurately attribute that, so we can all rest well. There is some interesting stuff going on there with this company if you haven't checked that out. If we know anything else about this, it seems like this situation is done and over with. We will, of course, let you know. Don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking hard rock and heavy metal news. Thanks so much, as always, for choosing Rockfeed, and we'll see you all very soon.